Worst heroes ever, more like worst movie ever.
Oh, you said that.
Yeah.
he went there.
Mm-hmm. Fuck this movie.
Did I leave the stove on?
Suicide Squad. No. I saw this movie twice in theaters. First time I saw it was like,
Yeah.
it's fine. Whatever. Didn't really, wasn't a big fan of the whole last act, but besides that, it's whatever. And then when I watched it a second time, I was like, the first time I was just kind of watching it to watch it. And the second time I watched it, I was really thinking about it as a movie. The movie really falls apart really fucking fast if you try thinking about it.
Right.
This is the first time I saw the extended edition, though.
Yeah, the first time I saw it was in theaters, and I was like, it's better than Batman vs. Superman. It's not.
Yeah, exactly. And then, now it's
yeah.
not anymore. Batman vs. Superman is actually better than I thought back then.
Mm-hmm.
Not by much, but it is. Don't get upset with me. But, it's better than I thought.
Yeah.
This movie is like milk. It just gets worse the longer it sits. From what you can see, it's a very dull movie to look at. It's a lot of dark grays and shadowy blacks. I think you brought this up. The fact that the bookends of the movie,
right.
The credits and the openings and everything, super bright neon, and then it just turns into a muddy gray just patch of movie. You're either in a dark ass prison,
yeah,
or you're in a dark ass city, or a dark ass room.
Yeah, it's easily the most depressing movie I've seen, visually.
Ironically,
since Whoville, Grinch. There we go.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a really tough movie to look at.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think the fact that the credits and all the trailers and all the fucking cover of this thing, they're so bright and colorful and neon like and in your face, really highlights, ironically, how not colorful the movie is.
Yeah. Starting to talk about what we liked visually, the hand scene.
The hand, yeah.
That was awesome.
That was pretty cool. It may not be necessarily a positive, but Enchantress's little dance made me laugh.
Yeah. And Margot Robbie really does look like a live action Harley Quinn that I would want to
for see. This universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Batman was in it. So.
Yeah, the Flash was in it.
Yeah.
Kind of, for 2 seconds.
A lot of people love that Lamborghini.
It also doesn't help that, the CGI is awful.
Mm.
I'm sure Killer Croc looks so fucking amazing and got this Academy Award-winning movie an Oscar because they were like, damn, he's the most convincing thing in here.
I mean, a lot of people were impressed with, Diablo's little fire, and I'm like, why? You can tell that that's not
it's fake fire. You can tell it's fake fire. Will Smith as Deadshot. Fine. He plays Will Smith.
Yeah,
if you like Will Smith, you'll like Deadshot.
Yep.
He has the second most backstory in the movie. Almost tied for Diablo. His character doesn't really have an arc, but there's something going on in his story. There's some form of motivation.
More like a wave.
Yeah, but his character has a believable motivation. Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn.
That's exactly what I expected.
Yeah, I mean, and a lot of people got annoyed by this character. To be fair, it's not really the actress's fault.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone else who could have made it work without it being even more annoying. I know a couple people who didn't like the fact that, Harley Quinn, her mental disorder and everything, it's kind of made as a joke.
Yeah.
and like no one really like addresses that. Yeah, she's kind of crazy in the head, but isn't she goofy? Like, I don't know, she's kind of fucked up in the head. Like, she has like a serious mental problem, and it's always played as a joke.
Yeah, the only serious time like the movie like takes it serious was showing the backstory of her like basically getting tortured by the Joker.
Right.
But then it cuts to stupid lines like, you know what they say about crazy, and she's like, huh?
Jared Leto as the Joker. Just Jim Carrey's Riddler Part 3.
Yeah, I mean he is the worst Joker. Like, but he wasn't a bad Joker.
I can't tell. Like, I honestly can't tell if it was like, I'm not gonna say it was good, but I can't tell if it was bad because he's not in the movie he's not in the movie for more than 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he's awful to look at. Like, I hate his design. I only like the little smile tattoo.
Like, when they revealed, like, the picture for, like, the 75th anniversary of Joker, and they were like, oh, that's not what he's gonna look like in Suicide Squad, I was like, oh, okay. Because, like, the tattoos are fine because, like, that's just a promotional poster. Like, that's... As a promotional poster, it's fine.
Okay. It's whatever.
Because you have, like, a lot of inside jokes with it. But then they're like, nah, he's gonna look like that.
Yeah,
and I was like,
what?
Yeah, he has a grill. Why does Joker have a grill? Like, I'm fine with gangster Joker, but don't make him look stupid. Jack Nicholson looked goofy as fuck, but I didn't think he looked stupid.
Right.
Viola Davis as Amanda Waller. Well, you said if anyone were to play Amanda Waller, Viola Davis is like the best person you could cast. From what I know about the character from like the Justice League cartoon and just like from her reputation, perfect representation, character-wise. But as a character in the movie, she's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
The whole concept of her like Suicide Squad, fucking dumb. There's no reason, like, and everyone questioning her, like, oh, I don't think that's a good idea. It's like, no, they're right. Probably not a good idea, Amanda. Rick Flag.
Okay. I mean,
I'm a soldier.
Like, he sums it up so well. That's his character. Like, I really don't know what else to fucking... He wants to... He likes fucking the witch. Like, that's what I can tell you about his character.
I mean, I like Joel McKinnon, but goddamn,
there's nothing to him.
So replaceable. Whatever.
Moving on?
Yeah.
Captain Boomerang. The funniest member.
Yeah.
Like, I don't hate Jai Courtney in this movie, so hey, look at that.
I'm glad, because in a lot of Suicide Squad, like, Captain Boomerang he tries to, like, kind of take over the group and lead the group. I'm glad Jai Courtney, like, knew his role.
Yeah.
Just step back and let Will Smith, the professionals.
Yeah. He's, like, legit funny in this movie.
Yeah, he is.
If I had to pick a favorite member that's not Deadshot, and you had to pick your favorite character, I would say Captain Boomerang is probably my favorite. No one else has a personality to attach to. As little of a character as Captain Boomerang is in the movie, he has a personality. Killer Croc.
He's a black guy.
He's black. He got them an Oscar, so good job. Diablo.
Yeah, I didn't really see the sacrifice.
I didn't feel anything when he did that.
Yeah, I was like, alright. I thought he was just gonna, like, flame on and just...
Take it.
Yeah, but no, he doesn't.
No, that was a really good bomb. It destroyed a fucking demon.
Yeah.
Somehow. When he digivolved into his Aztec, like, skeleton thing, he still couldn't beat it, but one bomb. No problem.
He is the heart and soul of that family.
Well, he died, so... Like this movie should have. I feel like they waited to give you his backstory, like the scene before he died, just so you didn't forget he was a character.
Like, but remember, he's important.
Yeah.
He has regret in his life.
Rick Flag, explain Katana for us.
This is Katana. She's got my back. She can cut all you in half with one sword stroke, just like mowing the lawn. I would advise not getting killed by her. Her sword traps the souls of its victims.
Moving on. Slipknot. The man who can climb anything.
Yeah.
Super useful power against a man like Superman were to come down. Hey, get the guy who can climb anything. I like how they put Slipknot on the cover.
Yeah, really, why did they do that?
I don't know. There's 2 introductions to this movie.
Yeah.
They introduce everyone twice, except Slipknot, who they introduce 0 times. Like, I was like, he was in the... Like, he's advertised.
Yeah.
But, like, they didn't say anything about him. And then he showed up. And then when Captain Boomerang's like, hey, let's get out of here, like, oh... He's just an example. He's specifically in this movie so they can kill off a character, but not have you actually care when he dies. So they can do that for Diablo. Because you can't have 2 meaningful deaths in one movie. That's too much. Let's talk about the villains of the movie. Villain and a half. June Moon / the Enchantress, played by Cara Delevingne.
She's the coolest of all the Suicide Squad members. She's the most powerful.
Right.
She's
the only one that makes sense to fight someone like Superman.
Yeah, she's probably the most useless though, because she knows how to win fights, but she doesn't have the ambition to.
Incubus. He's there.
Just there to be some muscle and to die.
And Incubus also just looks like shit throughout the whole movie.
Mm-hmm. Super shitty when like him and fucking the Aztec demon are
they're
together.
Just punching each other. Like, it's such a lame fight.
Oh,
like,
this is gross.
He can take down a helicopter, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
But when like 5 people are standing in front of him, he's like, "Hey, get back here! How do I hit you?" You even said, if he just did that, they would all be dead.
He should have watched Guardians of the Galaxy. Just got his inspiration from Groot.
But yeah, so the villains are just stupid and forgettable. I would say Enchantress. I don't want to put Incubus on the list because he's not even like the main villain. He's just the muscle.
Mm.
Enchantress is probably one of the worst superhero villains of all time. June Moon by herself. I don't know anything about her personally. She's
Tomb Raider, apparently.
Yeah, well, a really bad one.
Yeah.
She's like, hey, look, a statue. Wow. Like, that's like the one thing you're not supposed to do. I don't know whose idea was it to be like, hey, this whole background is black and gray, so let's make the villains black and gray. So they'll blend right in, so you can't see anything.
Yeah, the only thing that lit that scene was Will Smith's guns going off.
And the fire strung about in the alleys.
I mean, that was cool, I guess. You see Will Smith jump on the car and go... Psh, psh.
Yeah, that was cool. I liked the headshots he was getting, and that was fun.
He inspired all the the rest of the guys. Diablo going off, that was weird.
I swore a vow of never to harm anyone ever again. Hold on. You just tapped me? Sir? Well, alright. So he fucking does something in the movie. Also, I've never seen fire take up so much of the screen and it still be dark as shit. The action scene that pisses me off the most is the elevator scene. Yeah, so they're going through the lobby and stuff because they're in the building that the target's in. It's Amanda Waller, and you hear a little ding, and everyone looks up, and there's Harley Quinn, and they're like, oh shit, better go get her. While she's in the elevator, she gets attacked by the tar monsters. So she has that whole fight scene in the elevator, and then the elevator opens, and they're there waiting for her, and then she's like, come on, let's go, and they're really amazed she was able to fight them off. Well, yeah, didn't you hire her as a task force person? And you're shocked that she was able to fight those things off. So did you pick someone you didn't think was able to defend themselves? So you're either really stupid, or you just had really... No, you're stupid. So that whole elevator scene, if you took it out, it wouldn't add anything. It does nothing. Second, if they could get to her floor before the elevator did, why would you need to take the elevator?
Yeah, also, how did they do that?
Well... how did she know what floor to get off at?
Yeah.
How did they know what floor she was going to get off at? That whole thing just doesn't make sense, and it's just there. I feel like that was one of the reshots, because they're, one of the reshoot scenes. Mm-hmm. And it's weird, because it's oh, maybe they did that for, a quick little action thing. But then, 20 seconds later, there's a whole action scene. Why is that there? Because if you took that out, it would be more of a surprise if, they got the jump on them, and, oh shit, they're here too. Mm-hmm. But no, you just saw 2 in an elevator. Of course there are more here. It's such a pointless action scene. There's no reason. So, even watching it the first time, I knew this fight pissed me off. Because I understand, like, plot-wise why you can't have, like, a villain just kill the heroes, because where's the fun in that? But, I mean, she's not... Like, they got some heavy plot armor on them, because she's just not killing them. Because she's just not killing them. Because she's clearly trying to. She just doesn't when she can. At first she's just like punching them and kicking them and shit, just like to break them down. I guess so she's like, join me or whatever. I guess. And then after they're like, no, we don't want to. So she's like, fine, I'll take out these swords. It's like, okay, we're actually going to see someone die this time? No, because we reached our quota of 1.5 important people dying. And at one point Harley Quinn hits her with a bat. She turns around, still holding the 2 swords. Okay, you're standing right there and super defenseless, so I'll kick you. Don't put people in situations if the only reason they live is because, oh, well, whoops, plot.
What pissed me off about the final act was the slow motion.
Oh, yeah, like what?
Slow-mo shots were like...
What the whole, like...
Her heart's out! We can end this!
Harley Quinn throws a gun.
Throws the gun, Killer Croc throws the bomb, and it's like going like... It takes fucking 20 minutes for anything to fucking happen. Like, that's like their only way of like making something dramatic. They're just like, we'll slow everything down and it'll work.
Yeah, you add rain and you add slow-mo.
And like epic choir music. That's it. Don't actually like make techniques that like, or like a story or a situation that can make it dramatic. No, just slow everything down. It somehow makes this fight boring as shit. Because, like, I started falling asleep because it's just taking so long, and, like, nothing's happening. A gun's flying through the air. A bomb is flying into the fucking, like,
cloud.
cloud.
It's not like Enchantress is trying to stop those things from...
Yeah. Like, the only time the slow motion would have worked, like, if they didn't slow-mo any of it except the part with Will Smith's daughter, that would have been fine. It wouldn't have stuck out so bad. Nothing's happening. That's it. And you're just waiting... Because you're waiting for him to grab the gun. You're waiting for the bomb to go in.